Have you heard that henna can be used instead of protein treatments? I did too. But is that true? Well, let's find out why I apply my monthly henna treatment, and stay tuned until the end to find out how to get this lovely protective style. So week 3 of our protective style challenge, I'll be using my henna gloss bar. These are 4 ounces of henna, oils, and conditioner to help make your henna experience a breeze. You'll melt them down in a double boiler with about 4 to 5 ounces of distilled water of tea of your choice, and the heating process helps to speed up the release of the lawsome dye. Now this lawsome dye is actually what gives henna its reddish color and is what binds to the keratins in our hair strands. I believe this is where some of the confusion is about whether henna is a protein or not. So I'm here to burst your bubble and let you know that henna is not a protein. However, it can bind to your hair very similar to how proteins do, and that's where some of the confusion lies. But let's go ahead and finish mixing up our batch. Now this will take about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to place this into a container for ease of use. And then y'all, let's hop in the shower, and don't forget to shampoo your hair to make sure we open up our hair cuticles or lift them enough to receive all the properties and benefits of henna. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about why a lot of people compare it to proteins. By the way, y'all, look at these gray hairs popping up. I am well overdue for my henna treatment. Also, make sure you section your hair for ease of application, and y'all will definitely want to put some gloves on unless you don't mind red/orange hands, because the dye has been released and it will stain everything. Are you ready? So the lawsome dye actually is a tannin, and that molecule, as we learned, is the part that binds and wraps around the keratins within our hair cuticle, actually making them physically stronger and thicker. So a lot of times people think that that strength is equivalent to it being a protein. But here's the difference. True protein treatments, I'm talking about products that contain hydrolyzed proteins, not your mayo and egg treatments. True protein treatments contain proteins that have gone through a process of hydrolysis in which they are broken down into smaller proteins or amino acids. They not only bind with the outer and inner cuticle of our hair, but go into the inner cortex, in some cases even the medulla. It is a powerful strengthening agent that not only strengthens the hair, but enables you to retain moisture for longer because it helps fill in any gaps in the hair cuticles and provides a layer to lock in that moisture. So my 2 key takeaways from this conversation is that if you're using henna, you still need to use protein treatments. You can just use them less frequently. And you may not need a hardcore protein treatment because you do have other strengthening properties found in the henna. Now for me and my fine strands, I prefer to alternate my schedule like this. I'll do 1 henna treatment. 3 weeks later, I'll do a protein treatment, generally a strengthening treatment in my strengthening hair mask, and then alternate again with a henna treatment. So that way, my henna treatments are about 6 weeks apart, and my protein treatments are 6 weeks apart as well. Alright, so I'll be leaving my henna on for about 3 to 4 hours, and I'll be wrapping it up using my plastic bag, and then using a scarf to trap in the heat, and then I'll come back on after I rinse it off for you guys. Hi, you guys. Can I just tell you how much I love henna? It never disappoints. It always gives what it's supposed to have gave, okay? Okay. All right. Loving it, y'all. I'm still gonna go in with a deep conditioner because you should always, if you have type 4 hair, you should always be conditioning your hair after a henna treatment. If y'all don't know, my Oat and Aloe Deep Conditioner is max hydration. It's thick, it's very moisturizing. It will give your hair everything you need. If you don't know, I am going to go in individual sections. I have a ton of videos, deep conditioner to my hair. So I'm going to quickly apply this and come back on for the twisting process. But I promised you guys on my live that I would show you guys how I do my twist with a braid up front. So I'm going to part my hair like I'm going to start a braid into 3, and then I'm going to just loop my strands around each other to make a braid. At first, about 1 inch down the length of my hair, 1/2 inch to 1 inch works perfectly. And then I'll split the middle hair in half and then continue with my twist. It's a very simple and easy process, but it allows me to wear my mini twist for a much longer period of time. And by the way, y'all, yes, I did use a comb to part my hair because I do want neater twists for this particular style. All right, now that your style is complete, let's go ahead and get into the protective part of this, because you guys remember we are still in our protective style challenge, and week 3 was the henna treatment along with this particular protective style. Now you had the option to either use henna or my almond fenugreek neon gloss bar, so use whichever one was best for you. But let's get into this style. Now I'm going to section my hair into about 3 parts, and the first one I'm going to just tie in like a knot. Then the second part I'm also going to tie into another knot. And then the third part, I'm going to do 1 more knot and then just tuck the ends in and use bobby pins to make sure nothing is sticking out. It is such a simple but elegant style. All right, now turn around to those bangs. Y'all know I'm not going to be crazy with this. I'm actually just going to twist the sides of my bangs together, pin it in the back, give you guys a nice 360 spin, y'all. I am loving it. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of these videos. That's it for this week. Make sure you check out last week's easy bun style if you're looking for an easier protective style. Bye, y'all.